You bet your ass it's that time of the week again. Oh, Steam Summer Sale is over. I caught myself like 13 games for like, I say 300 Great British pounds. Gabe Newell, you can have my kids. We've already lost the plot. Hasn't even started. We've already lost the plot. Just woke up. It is 11 a.m. I've had 5 hours of sleep. Don't know why. Just woke up. So the second this is done, I'm probably going straight back to sleep. If anything is incoherent, you'll know why. Still waiting for them to swap the paths on my skin. That's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. Okay, Behemoth. Oh, I love Behemoth. Big ass tank. What if we just had a big ass tank? God, especially the skins. This is good. And this, sorry, real quick. Who makes the skins? Who makes the skins? Oh, let's have a look here. For the skins, I think most skin concepts are done by my buddy Local. Local's on a fucking winning streak, I'll tell you that much. First of all, he made my beautiful hot skin, and now he goes ahead and cooks up this concoction. Good lord. Someone check up on this man and see what illicit substances he's been taking while creating these. Good lord, bro. I feel like I should use default to show it off, but I really want to use this because it's cool as shit. I'll hold back. I'll use default. I'll use default to show it. No, but it kind of looks cooler with the spider tank. No, I'll use default. Okay. Okay, you want to use this thing? For sure, bring an economy tower. Of course, I'm going to be bringing the goat oil derrick. Just place it in farm money guy rather than gold mobster because I can't be bothered to buff gold mobster and keep it alive and all that shit. That's so boring. Oh, have flying detection. I'm going to be doing this in endless. But if you're playing like nightmare or expert, you're going to need flying detection because, okay, look, I understand at max the mammoth tank from Command & Conquer Tiberium Dawn, by the way. John just straight up stole that. Oh, it must have been the wind. What was that? The max behemoth does have rocket pods that target hidden enemies with 1.3k DPS, but like, I don't think you people realize how low that number is. So let's have something a little more reliable here. Also, this thing is only kind of really usable in hard modes where you actually have the cash to support it because $525,000 is not cheap. Okay. Hey, did you guys know the Overlord skin is a reference to Command & Conquer Generals 1? Yeah, I know my history. I know shit. It's a heavy assault tank from the China faction with the Gatling gun configuration. Large and slow, but awesomely powerful, the Overlord tank is a battlefield force to be reckoned with. I stole that straight from the wiki of Command & Conquer. Straight into the game. Oh, holy shit, I spent too long yapping about nothing. You know what? I just use this shit-looking skin made by John Roblox. You know, you have all these creators here. Rika Forge does most of them. Who else? Let's name drop. We've got, oh, me. Arc Maestros. Easy, bro. But nope, we're going to use this one made by John Roblox because the pathing's really nice with Behemoth. That is the only reason. We're not going to use any of the beautiful maps because they require me to use my head and I don't like that. Oh, before I forget, actually, for the love of God, do not use Behemoth for early game. If you are going to use him for early game, then it is literally just to clean up some sort of a leak that will absolutely fold your ass. But if you leaked whatever that was, chances are the next wave, it's about to get 10 times worse. What a fever dream of a map, by the way. Oh, I watched that. Hey, guys. All right. No, I don't. Do I want to share that story? Oh, f it. I'm going to share that story. Okay, hold on. Anyway, here's what I mean by use behemoths to clean up leaks. Behemoth, go. Please spawn in time. Please spawn in time. Please. If I take damage, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, you hot, sexy beast. All right. Yeah. So if you suck at early game, ding, ding, ding. It's me. I suck. You use Behemoth to clean shit up. Don't rely on it, though. I can't wait for that guy to spawn in during the next supernova. So I actually finished watching Darling in the Franxx like years ago now. I remember I was watching it early morning. I just finished it, and then my mum took me to go to the laundrette. And it was only then that the ending had truly hit me. And the fact that the show was over and nothing else ever came about it, like the show completely just finished right there. I started tearing up in a laundrette at like 10 a.m. crisp in the morning. Not proud of it. Not proud of it, but I'll admit it. I don't think anyone realized shit was stifled. You couldn't tell. But oh, the ending had hit right then and there. Oh, and also Doom the Dark Ages. The DLC just came out. Oh, it's so hot. It's also definitely way too easy. Started that shit on Nightmare. Oh, easy as fuck, man. Too easy, actually. They just can't make a game hard enough for someone like me. It's just, I'm just too smart. Just too good at the game. God, it's so difficult being the best Doom the Dark Ages player ever. I just got I actually, you know what? Yeah, Jesus Christ, I need to lower the difficulty. Okay, right. Mid game. Okay, well, obviously this is endless, so I don't know what you'd define as mid game. See this? This is cost efficient as shit. Okay. When you're broke as hell and it's the mid to early game, you use this. You use bottom path, okay? And now, especially when you use bottom path, there we go. When you buy the laser behemoth level 3, you completely remove the level 2 behemoth, but it completely ignores level 1 and 0. So you can actually have an additional unit here with 5,250 HP, a crisp 20% collision resistance, and 78 DPS, all for the price of, well, actually cheaper, because you have to buy this to get it to stop spawning. Also, I have an EDJ, a bottom EDJ, to make all this cheaper, of course, because I love money. What's so amazing about laser behemoth here? All right, well, I'll tell you. First of all, it's got hidden detection. Second of all, 60 range, which is better than the I need to sell you before you get decimated. It has a 60 range, which is 10 more than the 50 that the mammoth tank has. You get one of these every 80 seconds, unlike the one every 110 seconds from top path. So you have faster spawning. It has no splash, which is actually a lie. I read it on the wiki, so I'm taking it for granted. Wiki states that there's a very, very tiny amount of splash damage. It's probably like 0.5 or something, and it's also not listed. But it's very, very tiny. And here's how cool it is. It just spawns in again because it's one every 80 seconds. What else does this guy have? Why should I use it? For, laser damage, you know. It has a 756.3 DPS, which is a tad bit lower by 300 of the double-barreled level 4 behemoth, with the plus of being infinitely cheaper. Faster spawning, more range, and a slower unit. So this thing is firing for much longer than it is alive. And no hidden detection issues. 66,745, that's with EDJ. I spent that much to have a unit that powerful. There's level 4 laser behemoth. Let me slow the game down. Here's Eradicator Mark II. He's got 20% laser resistance, but for level 4, that doesn't matter. This bad boy gets, for the low price of, I think it was like 100,000 with EDJ, it gets ignore laser resistance. And also, you get level 4 spawning as well as level 3. Which is a coding error, because on this upgrade it says like behemoth level 3 removed, but it should be laser behemoth level 3, so they removed the wrong one. Despite the upgrade being called like chain reaction or something, there is no chain damage, so that's cool, I guess. Just a cool name and a cool icon. Nope, there's no refractor chaining of any sort. Still has hidden detection. It's got where is it? It's got 75 range instead of the 60 level 3 has, and the 50 a mammoth tank has. Still a speed that is ever so slightly faster than the mammoth tank, just by a bit, but it's still slow enough to be able to dish out a ridiculous amount of DPS. There's a unit limit of 1. Every other behemoth unit has a limit of 2. But for whatever reason, level 4 has a limit of 1. You get one of these every single 90 seconds as well, pretty fast. In total, it has costed me 168k for some pretty powerful units. And of course, here's level 5. Oh, by the way, level 3 and 4 laser behemoth quite literally have the same model as written on the concept art. Yeah, I think Lee only does towers, enemies, and bosses. So, Marcus Lee did the concept art for Behemoth, the base Behemoth. And I gotta say, another one of his beautiful works. Oh, fun fact, Eradicator Mark IV doesn't shoot his artillery at spawners, so, he's just sort of gonna die, really. But you know what? Okay. So, with the bottom path max Behemoth, if you do it right, by getting it at 1.5, you can have the level 5 spawning in, level 3 spawning in, and a level 1 Behemoth spawning in. So, all for the price of 388,000 with EDJ. With EDJ. Holy shit. EDJ, bro. Why couldn't we just call it DJ, man? Why do we have to add an E for electronic at the front? Come on. Anyway, Laser Behemoth level 5 is a unit limit 2. It's got 25% collision resistance, 17,500 health, still has hidden resistance. Hidden detection. 110 range, 3,437.5 DPS. It also has ignore laser resistance, so that's pure. There's an ever so slight bit amount of splash damage, but it is incredibly tiny. And you get one every single 95 seconds. They spawn in, I think. Pretty powerful. Genuinely really cost efficient. That is why I said, you know, use bottom path for early to mid game, because of just how powerful the units are with single damage. Cost efficient warrior. That's what bottom path is. Also looks cool as shit. Come on, railgun tanks. That's cool as shit, man. They got 2 barrels and everything. They like jiggle about, actually. Okay, for top path, like I said, with it being late game, and if I did say that, it is late game for a reason. It's because these units suck until max. Look at this, okay? More HP, slightly more HP, and slightly more DPS. More HP. We can ram things better. That's great. All right, there's Behemoth level 3, all right? So by now, for just a tad bit extra, I can buy level 3 laser Behemoth. But instead, I bought this with 12k HP. So 2k more than a laser Behemoth and 100 DPS with shit range, shit spawn time, and it absolutely pedal to the metal to drive straight to its doom. Yeah, don't use top path unless you can max it. Now in terms of dual barrels, did I write anything special? Nope, it is literally just what I said. Up to level 3, it is quite literally pointless. Level 4 is kind of worth it though. Here's level 4. It now has 35% collision resistance, 24,000 HP. Now the DPS on the model in game it says 578 DPS. This is a lie. This is the DPS of one cannon. It completely forgets that it's in a volley of 2, and he dies. Great. So the actual DPS is 948.72. They spawn every 110 seconds. So you know what? Okay, technically it's more powerful than level 3 Behemoth, Laser Behemoth, but at the same time, Laser Behemoth drives slower. It has tons more range, and it has a kind of somewhat unique damage type compared to Explosive. Don't use top path until you can max it, because yeah, the units are pretty shit. All right, level 5. What's that like then? Holy shit, you're about to find out. Here's Apex Predator. Here's his summons. I mean, yep. It's a big ass tank. Oh, 95% explosive resistance. Yep, that does not matter. It quite literally just does not matter. Because, fun fact, all of the mammoth tank attacks completely ignore their resistances. The main cannons ignore explosive. The rocket pods ignore explosive. The autocannon completely ignores bullet. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't killed one of these yet. I don't know how he hasn't. Anyway, the behemoths here still absolutely going to work on him. Oh wow, that does that much damage? Okay, fair enough. He's still alive. This also, the mammoth tank has a speed that is slightly slower than the laser behemoths, so even more time to dish out DPS. And he should die. I need to move these out of the way. All right, well, what about its stats? First of all, no hidden detection, so if only there was like towers that detect them for them. You get 60% collision resistance with 62,000 HP. So effectively, you get 155,000 HP of a unit every 110 seconds. On the thing here, it says 2,344 DPS, right? That is a complete lie. I'll tell you the real number right now, actually. The two main cannons here, in total, that is 3.85k DPS, ignores resistances. The missile pods here, that is 1.35k DPS, also detects flying enemies and completely ignores resistances again. And the machine gun on top there does 2.3k DPS. Now what's interesting is the main cannon and the rocket pods both have 50 range, but the auto cannon on top, that's only got 40 range. So that's why sometimes you'll just see the main cannons and the rocket pods firing and the turret just completely f***ing off. This thing is powerful. It looks good. Jarvis, drop the stats please. Who sorted out and modeled this beautiful hot thing? In terms of modeled, it's probably Sun or Breezy, but I'm betting on Breezy due to how similar it is to their art style. It's either Sun or Breezy. Anyway, both of you, hey, highly talented people. I love you. This is great. Sound effects, we're not sure. That's unfortunate. VFX, we're also not sure. But the upgrade icons, that was Jonathan Robloxia himself. Because he always does the upgrade icons. I'm fairly certain he just does those himself. All right, well, I mean, this game's over. I don't even have a nuke or anything. You know what? I might actually be able to kill him just with the behemoths. Where's Behemoth? Holy f***ing shit! Oh my god. Oh my god, bro! It's lighting up my room. Yeah, this guy's... Oh my god, he's getting f***ed. The only concern I'd say I have with Behemoth in general is just the size. In all fairness, if you look how tiny the path is, they kind of had an issue on the size department. Maybe it was a bit of an oversight from John at the start of TDX where he didn't exactly properly think of just how massive units will be. Because, like, to scale, like, look, his flame trooper, he is not fitting in that shit, bro. That's like some RC control tank. His ass is not fitting in there, let alone like 4 people. So that's the only unfortunate thing, the scale. But oh, he's about to, how much? Wait. Wow. Hi, my name's Calamity. I'm from Tel Aviv. This is how I fucking fight in TDX. Great. I think some of them got their ram damage off. Or did they? Oh, that was about 700,000 damage. Anyway, Behemoth just completely carried me through that one wave. You can see Helicopter and Psycho Slayer right now are struggling for their fucking lives. So it very much was just Mammoth tanks completely holding the line. Such a cool tower, man. Genuinely just is. What if there was big ass tank with big ass firepower? So fucking cool. A concept old as time, you know? Oh, little fun facts as well. This was originally, instead of Behemoth Factory, it was called Super War Factory. That's what it was originally called. It was planned to have railguns and shield turrets, but that was kind of scrapped by John. Can't quite figure out why. This definitely wouldn't be OP as shit or anything. It's actually based on the Mammoth tank from Command and Conquer. All right, quick overview. If you want to use Behemoth here, do not use it for early game. Oh my god, please use something more sustainable. Jesus Christ. If you are going to use it though, you use it to clean up leaks. That is its entire purpose at the start. If you want to use it mid-game, when you kind of have money, but at the same time you're brokish, then you need to opt in for bottom path because it is a lot more cost efficient and the units are a lot more powerful than top. Until max. The second you get the Mammoth tank, it is incredibly good. But the reason I'm telling you to use bottom for early game is because top path is like $525,000. Yeah, it costs about $730,000 to even max out to get one of these. Which is why I'm saying, you know, instead you go for bottom path. For $460,000, you get 3 units. Not bad. If you're on a map like Coastal Defense, you use bottom path. Because the thing about top path, see this range? You know, the DPS and health is all great. But when it's slow as hell and its range is tiny, it's not exactly going to be being a whole lot of help. And then when it does make its way to the front lines, it's just going to die. Because, like, let's say there's an enemy right here. It's just going to run straight into it. So if you're on a long map, you use the bottom path. Because not only does level 3 have 10 more range than Mammoth tank, but level 5 is a whopping 110 range with 3,438 DPS, which is half of the 7.5k, well, around half of the 7.5k DPS of top half. So, yeah, there you go.